you ready to change your mindset? Ignite your inner light from within. Let's get ready for the transformation that will help you live your best life. Here is your mastermind therapist from within.
Okay, we are back in the saddle here at Strictly Business, and I am telling you that if you want to change your life in less than 2 hours, this is what you need to be doing. If you got doubt, unbelief, restrictions, some health issues possibly, and it's in the mind, you can't remember your cousin them, you can't remember Scooter's first name, then I'm here to tell you right now, 2 hours or less, Miss Patricia Johnson can change your life. Patricia, tell me one more time about the business side of this. One session is an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, are you revealing the price of that, or does the price come to me based on the drama I got? Or is it one flat
Well,
price?
it's a one price, and then it just like if you have one session, it's a one price, and then two sessions and three sessions is like different packages that you
Okay,
can get.
okay.
Yeah.
So I can
So
possibly not be healed in that first hour and a half. I may need to come back for a little bit more.
very seldom you won't be healed in an hour and a half. Very seldom. It depends on though, like sometimes like the weight issues, maybe one or two sessions or maybe three, but it depends, like anxiety, stress, alcohol.
Something happened. Okay, we're okay. Yeah.
Okay, like fears, alcohol, phobias, drinking, bulimia, that could be like three sessions, but most of them is one session.
Okay, so if I wanted to stop smoking, you could help. You know.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
definitely can
Okay.
help.
So things like that I can get. So
Mhm.
it's an opportunity to maybe shake some bad habits, so to speak,
Right. Hmm.
and bring on new ones,
Hmm.
as opposed to a pipe dream. I believe I'm gonna have a yacht, but I don't even have a job. So, but it is a reality of what's going on in my life, and then how I can make some changes and build towards the yacht. I can start with a boat, and then
Hmm.
work my
Hmm.
way to wherever it is I'm trying to do. So I get it. I think I get it.
Yeah.
And you are located in what city?
Right now I'm in Temecula, California, but I do sessions on Zoom since the pandemic, and the Zoom sessions are really just as powerful as being online. I mean, being in person. It's very powerful. So I mostly do my sessions on Zoom. You could be in the comfort of your own home or wherever you are, and I just see you, just like me and you talking,
Mhm.
and we just do the session on Zoom. You can be in your own home.
So we should have turned this into a session, and I would have got some healing out of it also.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we should have turned
Absolutely.
a
It's
possible
just that
session.
powerful.
So as the session begins, okay, you got my name, my address, or does it have anything to do with my date of birth in astrology or
Oh,
anything like
yes.
that? Okay.
Yes. It would take you through all of that, your date of birth, your name, is the kind of medication, you know, kind of medication, what kind of medication it is. So I thoroughly do good intake on the person to see
Okay.
who I'm working with. Then I come to a point where I can say, okay, well, what is the presenting issues? It may say it's smoking, drugs, or whatever that may be. And a lot of times that bottom line is them feeling like I'm not enough. So something happened to them, to cause them to smoke, or maybe somebody, you know, and they feel like they're not enough. So that's the underlying. So I find the underlying belief, but I may not be correct in the subconscious mind. But once I do the session, in the conscious mind, but when I do the session, the subconscious mind, that's when the truth come out, the real
Mhm.
truth come out, where this belief came from.
So now let me go back one more time. You was telling me that on Zoom we could have a meeting for hour and a half, and through us communicating here on the computer, you could help me, or you could put me in a
Meditative,
state of mind
meditative state.
meditatively, and I can relax.
Right. And you're gonna love the relaxation.
And then you can go through my brain and figure out what's wrong and put it in the right position,
Well,
basically.
actually, you would tell me by going through those scenes, and then I'll help you interpret what happened to you, and then I will reframe and say like, oh, that's not you, that's no longer you, and then I do a powerful transformation. And that's a recording that you listen to 21 days, because your mind learns in repetition. So you have to listen to it for 21 days. Now I can change you right then or free you, but you have to listen to the recording for it to fire and wire in the change.
Okay. Now, oh, okay. So you're saying now that I got a recording from you,
Yes.
and I listened to this for the next 21 days.
Yes, and
So
it's
my
20 minutes.
23 minutes, 21 days, right? Okay.
20
So
minutes. Yeah. 20
yes,
minutes, 21 days.
20 minutes, 21 days.
Yeah.
So for my hour and a half, now I got 20 minutes, 21 days to water the roots that you put in
Mm-hmm.
so they can begin to
Hmm.
grow.
That's
Uh,
right. That's
I
exactly
got,
right.
okay,
You don't
so
change.
now I want to go back to my question about astrology. Does me being a Scorpio in that give me the Scorpio status, rules, that kind of stuff, or does that have any play in this at all?
It doesn't, but I do believe in astrology is very powerful too, but it doesn't have anything to do with rapid transformation therapy. It's
Okay,
only, it's believe you, it's what's going on with you, pretty much.
okay.
Yeah. And
So it's
we all have brilliant brains, but we're just using it the wrong way. A lot of
okay.
people using it the wrong way. And I remember years ago, Mr. Wallace, you probably saw this commercial too, when they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Hmm.
When they used to drop an egg in a frying pan, I think it on the street. You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to think when I was a kid, okay, yeah, drugs, it's a powerful, it's a bad thing to lose your mind with drugs. That is so true. But as I got older, I said in my therapy training, I realized that your mind, if you use it in the wrong way, a negative way, that's the same thing. You're destroying your brain. You're destroying it. You need to think of positive things, because if you sit there and think of negative things, um, your body reacts to that. It can cause a lot of illnesses. Your body can come up with any illness, and your body can release any illness. Your body heals itself. So that's why my therapy is like cognitive therapy. It's like a healing. It's heal that yourself through your mind, because your mind is so powerful.
Well, and one of the reasons that I really wanted to talk to you is that I work off of the mindset, mind.
Hmm. Hmm.
I really do believe there's not a whole lot we can't do if we
That's
team together. You know, I use the I syndrome, but I don't use the I syndrome. I try to use the we and us format because it
right.
takes more than just one mindset. Because I am a visionary, but I have planners and designers and financiers and other people in place that can look at the vision and go, we need to put some else on top of that, or we need to change it this way, or to make it, because a lot of times you can put a plan out, but you don't have any details on how to do it.
Oh,
So now I wanted to go back and since astrology is out there, but it's not part of the process. Okay, does religion play into a part? I know you mentioned a couple of Bible scriptures earlier,
mhm.
references. I want to say. So does the Holy Spirit, or does it? Are we into the Quran, or does any of the religious, Catholic, Buddha, is any of that play into any of this?
Mr. Wallace, I'm glad you brought that up, but I am a believer, of God. I am a believer. And I believe, and, God gave us all a brilliant brain, a brilliant brain. But like I said, we all use it. Some people, not all of us, but some people using it the wrong way. And, God made the universe. So sometimes, I talk to some of my clients and they say, oh, well, I'm not a believer. And that's okay. That's them if they're not a believer. But I believe, and they believe in the universe, but I believe God made the universe, you know, and God gave us our brilliant brain, you know, because sometimes you connect with the new, you always connect with the universe. And same thing that's God that I believe, you know, because God made us, because I am a believer. So he gave us our brilliant brain to use it in the right way.
Okay.
So
So,
yes, so
so
I
it's a
am definitely.
basic Christian belief behind it. But do
Mhm.
you do any of that in the process of clearing the mind or changing the mindset? I mean, I'm still trying to get into. I don't want the secrets of the hour and a half meeting, but I'm trying to pull it out of you. And you're saying, "Okay, go online and sign up." You
That's
know,
right. All
uh,
right.
I'm trying to get in my next 20 minutes. I'm trying to get a Cliff Note version of how I can make an improvement, or how our guests can make an improvement. There are so many people that come to us on a regular basis that want to improve their situation. They're looking
Mhm.
for a mentor, or they're looking for someone to help them or to guide them into a better process, or to help them make better decisions, whether it's better financial management decisions, or whether it's better relationship decisions, or whatever it is. They're needing a little bit more than what they have, even to manage their money. I get my check every week, and by the time I get home, I'm broke. Why? I don't know what happened. you
Yeah.
know and or I don't know why he or she is always raising sand with me. I'm doing the best I can do. So in these kinds of things, as you're saying that people are always picking on me, and I'm doing the best I can, what can I do to lift that confidence, or to make them back down a little bit in one of my sessions? Because to go to therapy, I went to a massage therapist for
Mhm.
a minute, and it was okay while I was being rubbed. But when they stopped, it was like, okay, I'm still in the same kind of pain, muscles this hurt, and now a little bit more because you've been rubbing on me. So I figured, okay, this is not too smart. I'm dropping 45, $50 every time I go up in,
Mhm.
tipping and
Mhm.
this and that, and okay, the rub feels good when you're rubbing, but when you stop rubbing, I'm out of 45, $50, and I need to come back in another couple of hours because I barely walk. And I had to change my mindset about the pain and say, okay, pain, you're going with me today.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to stop it, but I'm going to let it know that it's got a busy day. So, it's not going to
Mhm.
stop the day or the process. But how do you put that in? Because I don't know if I could relate that to someone else to do what I do, you know,
Yeah.
because I do it because of the survival techniques that I was built with. But some people don't have that. And you're saying you can give it to them. They have it, but they
Right.
haven't put it out. So
Right.
how are you going to get them to exercise the power of God that's placed in them? Ooh, that was deep. I should write that down.
Ooh, yes, it is. That was deep. I love it. That's right. That was deep. So yeah, the power of God. Yes. So I do something also like a healing vortex where it's like a light of energy goes to your body. And a lot of times I use it when people have like pain issues, back pain, knee pain, or any type of pain, or any type of eczema, anything that's to do with pain. And I, command, I know you heard this in the Bible too. Um, I command the body to heal and go back the way God and nature intended to. So I always use God, but not all the time. Depends on if somebody's not a believer, then I don't use. But I'm a believer, but I always give them the benefit of the doubt if it's okay, you
Mhm.
know. So, but it's I just tell them, that God gave us our brilliant brain, and we need to use it in the right way to get what we want, because we can get anything, absolutely what we want, and we just use it in the right way. And the common denominator that's wrong with everybody is feeling like they're not enough and they're not lovable. That's a lot wrong with everybody pretty much in the world today, feeling like they're not enough. They can't be what they want to be, or they're not enough to do what they want. They're not a, they don't feel enough to have what they deserve. So,
And I find that myself and others, a lot of people are more critical of themselves
mhm,
than they are other people. And those are the people that are, I guess, reaching for perfection.
right.
I want it to be perfect. I want the room to look perfect. Well, and perfect is overrated, because you never reach it. You
That's right.
just don't get there because there's always a better way. So, and if there's not always a better way, then it's time to stop. So we cannot improve on where we are today. Then we reach the plateau. So to delay activity because you're waiting on the perfect time. It's
Mhm.
kind of like I tell small business people, there's no perfect time to start
No,
your
it's not.
business.
Mm-mm.
Must start, you must engage now. And it's not like putting the horse before the carriage, because you could plan your life away. You could plan it, plan it, plan it, plan it, and then replan it. And then, because every time you make a plan, it changes because the world changes in a day. You know,
That is
the
true.
phones change every 3 months, and if you're a upgrade phone person,
That's-
I don't know how you survive if you keep changing phones, because the learning curve on them is
mhm,
ridiculous,
mhm,
and they do everything but answer the phone when you want.
mhm.
My phone rang the other day, and the TV channel came on. I'm like, what the hell? So
That's so
as
true.
things, so people have to engage themselves into business now. So when
Mhm.
you're talking to someone, are you trying to get them to move? I came to you because I'm frustrated and I need to calm down. I need to uh, unlimit my beliefs, and I need to
Mhm.
get rid of the negative thoughts in my head.
Mhm. That's holding
And
you back. That's
that's
holding you
holding
back.
me. So
Yes.
do I because they are holding, do I still just try to move while they're holding me, or do I try to get released first?
Okay, it's best to try to get rid of those limited beliefs first, because you sometimes you don't know, most of the time, all the time, you don't know where these came from. So having a session with me, I will point out where it came from, and you will see, oh, this where I have this anxiety, a lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. And then we get rid of it. Like I said, we do a reframe, we get rid of it. So you can do, like in your subconscious, I mean, your conscious mind, you can do some things by saying positive things to yourself every morning. I am phenomenal. I'm lovable. I matter. I am enough. I'm going to have a
Now,
wonderful
do you
day.
think
All my
those
days
things,
going to be brilliant.
so do you think those things, or you say them out loud so you can hear them? When you say I'm phenomenal, I'm this, I'm that, do you think those thoughts as you're brushing your teeth? Oh, I'm thinking of this, or do you just say it so you can hear it, put it in the atmosphere? Which one is that?
Whatever you feel, whatever you feel. Sometimes I say it out loud, and sometimes I will open my blinds. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Oh, it's gonna be a phenomenal day. And sometimes I say it to myself, and then sometimes I say it out loud. Just to matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you say it. Your brain is always listening. It
Yeah.
recognizes the powerful words, and then it can happen because what you want wants you. And so just by changing your mind, set your mind, your thoughts, it can change your whole life. That's in the
And you can
conscious
change your
mind, your whole
okay.
life. And I'm proof of that.